Hello!
Hey!
We are back, finally, doing another couch review. We were a bit late with these since we've been very busy towards the end of the year, and we also came up with the Suicide Squad review, and we're still working on that. And then with Doctor Strange, we just never really got around to reviewing it. Now that it's out on DVD, we figured, hey, now's a good time to finally share our thoughts on that one. So now that we've picked up and relocated to our new place, it's time to get back into the swing of things. Yeah. So let's talk about Marvel's Doctor Strange.
So first of all, it's another really good movie in the MCU.
Yeah.
And this is the official, official balls-to-wall introduction of magic in this universe. They've been teasing it for a while, or just kind of dancing around it. Scarlet Witch isn't really magic; it's just kind of, it's basically just telekinesis and a little mind mojo.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, and we've seen, with the Asgardians throwing around some magic here and there, but now these are...
It's played as kind of advanced alien science.
Yeah, immortals, Earth people, tapping into, as the Ancient One puts it, the source code of reality.
Yeah.
Spells.
Spells, as it's called. And that's a big key part of the movie, is how they approach magic, because that's what a tricky thing, because if you want your magic story to be kind of grounded, like, what does magic mean in this universe? So, the Ancient One, Tilda Swinton, breaks it down quite nicely.
And not just making it grounded, but also making it make sense within the established Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And I really like how not only is a lot of the medical jargon like really hyper accurate, and you can tell that they've done their homework, but they try to sort of explain the magic in a way that a brain surgeon might understand it. That was really cool to see. How not just sort of I'm talking down to the audience, but I'm trying to talk on a perhaps more advanced level without alienating the viewers too much.
On that note, I wonder if the movie maybe spends too much time on that.
Yes.
I suppose they have to spend a certain amount because, since everybody uses magic, they got to explain the rules, and there's a lot of rules. So there's a lot of scenes of just, like, they'll have a magic fight scene, and then they'll kind of stop and just kind of talk about things. They'll talk about the rules, they'll talk about how all this stuff works, then they'll have another magic fight scene, then they'll stop and talk again, and this recurs throughout the film. I started to notice, like, boy, there sure is a lot of, just talking in this movie.
I think I liked it a lot better when we saw it the second time, because of something I noticed all the things that are set up in the first part and paid off in the second half.
Yeah, like, and also just the theme of time, which becomes important for another part of it.
Which of the Infinity Stones the Eye of Agamotto is, because we knew it was going to be one of them.
Kind of had a feeling. It also means that, there have been 2 Infinity Stones on Earth for quite a while.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Surprised they didn't just kind of, start pulling towards each other.
Yeah.
Over the last 80 years they've been sitting around there. Like, Thor the Dark World, which usually ranks around the bottom when you're ranking all the MCU movies.
Yeah.
Had basically... Its one job was to set up another Infinity Stone. In that case, it was the Reality Stone, the Ether. The rest of the movie is kind of lackluster around it. So they're like, okay, so we got to do so if this movie is just going to set up an Infinity Stone, we got to do it a little differently. So which stone is it? Well, it's the Time Stone. So we can make time a theme of the film.
Yeah.
So there's this recurring thing of, of the watches, like Strange's collection of watches, and there's one scene where they're doing the surgery and he tells Michael Silverberg, like, dude, cover up your watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, the way he defeats Dormammu at the end is with a time spell.
Well, kind of the same thing we were thinking of in Doctor Who, the episode. Is it Heaven Sent or Hellbent?
Yes. Hellbent is the finale, so Heaven Sent is the episode.
Alright, so the episode where Doctor is trapped in this mansion, and we find that he's having to go through it again and again for millions of years until he gets it right. And while he's talking about the Brothers Grimm, about the bird that sharpens its beak on the Diamond Mountain.
Yeah.
And I found this guy...
which funny thing, we were just reading Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, and they brought that story up again in there.
Yeah, but it was like one of the angels kind of like drunkenly trying to explain it, and he never quite manages to get it all out.
While the devil keeps interrupting him, right?
Yeah. But the funny thing is that when I found the scene from Doctor Strange at the end, where he's doing his bargain with Dormammu, somebody had posted that on YouTube, but they had broken it up into like a 30-second bit so it wouldn't get flagged. So I went through each bit and posted like one line from the Doctor Who episode on each video in turn. And the Shepherd's Boy says, "There's this mountain made entirely of diamond. Takes an hour to go around it, and an hour to grow us. Every 100 years, a little bird comes and sharpens its beak on the diamond mountain," and so on and so on for like 14 or 15 parts.
Yeah. As far as plot-wise, the way they approach the character of Doctor Strange, there's a familiarity to him. For one thing, I noticed that Strange, and this is true in the comics too, but Strange does have a fair few similarities with Tony Stark.
Yeah.
They both are certainly, men of, science and grounded reality.
Yeah.
They both have, beards of power. Strange, of course, doesn't start off with the beard. He prefers to be clean-shaven.
Yeah.
But then as he trains as a sorcerer, he decides, I'm just going to keep the goatee.
Yeah. I like that he already has the gray streaks because he is an older guy, not because of some magic reason. Yeah, we've seen almost every variation of any comic book character who has a hair thing going on is explained by some kind of weird comic book super science deal. Yeah. Reed Richards had it happen, Hal Jordan had it happen, and not all of them were in the movies. Some of them were in the comics too. Some were in the cartoons. Yeah. In X-Men Apocalypse, Xavier loses all of his hair fighting Apocalypse. Yeah. That happened. It's his trademark skunk streaks are all natural. And then the other thing about it is that, of course, we got another actor who played Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Very recently, and very well, I might add. Yes. He's certainly famous for that. But the other thing that makes Doctor Strange familiar here, Dr. Stephen Strange, is that he's a lot like Dr. House. Yeah. And it really is, as a couple of people pointed out, it is like Dr. House goes out and learns magic. Or more precisely, if Dr. House went out and learned magic to deal with his leg. And Strange is to deal with his hands because, he needs his hands to do this thing. Yeah. Well, the things I liked about them in the origin is that when the crash that busted up his hands, totally 100% his fault. Yes. He was, being a moron driving down a winding mountain road
in the rain, very fast.
Yeah, very fast.
He's like speeding past cars. You're going in the wrong lane to get around other guys.
He called his assistant. He wants to do some diagnoses during this time because he thinks he's invincible.
Yeah.
And then, of course, he crashes because that's what happens when you're doing all that shit at once.
Yeah, and at the very last line of the end credits, they have a saying whatever, it says, "Please watch where you're going when you're driving because you can cause accidents." Yeah, I think we learned that lesson. But, that's all part of his character arc. He starts off as a jerk and then learns to become less of a jerk. Yeah. Also just like Tony Stark.
Yeah.
But it works for him, yeah.
Think about the animated... I'm a DTV and Doctor Strange that did
which is like half of a good Doctor Strange movie in there, and the rest is kind of doesn't feel like it belongs in there. All the sword play and such. Doctor Strange isn't a sword guy.
But I think that's in that movie, even though it's only like 75 minutes tops, the actual accident takes longer to happen than it does in the live action movie. They get that out of the way like super quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they introduce the bad guys, and then we meet Stephen. We see him do his, I'm a brain surgeon wizardry.
Yeah, both of those are similar in the DTV, right? We have a magic fight with Mordo and the gang first, and then Yeah,
and then almost immediately after that, he has his crash. He's on the way to a thing, and and then we go through the whole montage of him trying to fix his hand and not working. And,
because the science just doesn't exist.
Yeah, when he goes over to Carmitage and meets, tries to question him, the Ancient One, and how Benjamin Bratt fixed his spine. Whenever Ancient One gives him anything, he still approaches it like it's super science.
Yeah.
Talk about the cast. We got Benedict Cumberbatch as Strange.
Yep.
He wasn't my first choice. Like the ones I really wanted were actually Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Mordo in this, or Adrian Brody, or Pedro Pascal. Those are like my top 3 choices to play Strange. When they got Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm like, okay, yeah, that works. He definitely really super duper looks like Doctor Strange of the comics.
So, and he's a really good actor.
Yes.
So we're glad to have him in the MCU.
His comic timing is a little bit off, maybe because of his American accent.
Yeah, that's another thing he has in common with House. He's a British actor doing an American accent.
Yeah.
About that, I noticed that he does a similar thing with his voice that Hugh Laurie does, which is he kind of brings it to a rumble. So it's like the way you do when you talk while you're not breathing, which I guess is something that they both do to facilitate the American accent, where it's like, yeah, I know, but I just can't help it. So I noticed that. I thought that was a little strange.
Yeah,
strange.
Of course, almost everybody else in the movie gets to use a real accent, including Mads Mikkelsen, of course. I think he only has the one accent. So. Yeah. I really liked Mordo in this. Actually, there was a lot of stuff with his character that had me echoing like, okay, this is sort of what Green Lantern should have been, as far as his character, as well as like the whole training montage and working your way up to the big fight. Yeah. But he's basically Sinestro. Yeah. Where he starts out,
and it's always like this. It starts, they train together. Yeah. And then Mordo becomes a bad guy. And now exactly how they play that varies. I remember the DTV when Strange shows up, Mordo instantly doesn't like him, and things between them are always kind of tense. They telegraph him becoming a bad guy pretty good.
Yeah, he throws in with Dormammu, so it's not really well earned.
Yeah, but, here it's a little different.
Where Mordo is kind of a stickler for the rules.
Yeah.
And when he sees not only Strange, but also the Ancient One kind of throwing them aside in order to win the day, he's just really not okay with it.
Yeah.
And then at the
end... his turn at the end does seem a little abrupt. I mean, they do their best to justify it in those many talking scenes where they have to just kind of explain their motivations and such.
I think, like, even at the end, in the big stinger after credit scene, where he goes to Benjamin Bratt and steals his magic and makes him paralyzed again, because he's going to get rid of all the sorcerers, he becomes a more interesting villain than the actual villain of this movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of something I was afraid of when they said the villain is this guy Caecilius. It was like never heard of him.
Who the shit is Caecilius?
Yeah. So,
and you use Mads Mikkelsen for him. Now, let's be clear. Mads Mikkelsen is our bad guy in this movie. I mean, of course, Dormammu is the big bad, who's, the big special effect that they work up towards at the end. Yeah. But Caecilius is the one who gets to, hit the ground and actually cause trouble for Strange and the gang, up front. Okay, so he's our bad guy. He's fairly... Is he even in the comics? I guess he must be.
Yeah.
He's a fairly obscure, villain in the, Marvel magical community. So he gets to be our villain here, and then they'll work up to Mordo being the main bad guy in the sequel, presumably. And they got Mads Mikkelsen. Now, I think Mads Mikkelsen is awesome. Is an awesome actor. He was great in... Casino Royale. He was great on Hannibal. Yeah. And I'm glad to see him getting all these, big roles in these, big genre movies. He was in, Star Wars Rogue One. He was really good in there.
But
I think he's wasted on this. And he's good in the movie with the material they give him. But he's kind of wasted on a character this minor. Because I was rooting for him to play Dr. Doom when they get Dr. Doom back from Fox.
Yeah.
Even if it takes a couple of years, I'll wait that long for Mads to join the MCU club, but now that's not going to happen. He's
he's just kind of a one-off bad guy.
Yeah.
We're
not going to see him again.
We got Rachel McAdams here as kind of love interest. As kind of another Marvel love interest.
Yeah.
Who doesn't really do anything surprising, I must say. So.
Her comic timing is really good.
Yes. For sure. So you got that going for us.
Yeah. And she develops a good chemistry with Benedict.
Yeah. I think that my favorite scene in the movie is the scene where she's fixing his wound while he's having the astral fight with Scott Adkins.
Yes. That's really good. That's good stuff. And that's where they gotta figure out the rules. And they don't have to explain these rules. I like that they can just show it. It's like when they're going through when they're in astral form, fighting all over the place, they're like shifting things around a little. Like, how much can they do? How far can they go? And then, of course, the big money shot is when they discover, oh, you mean when you hit me with the paddles, it affects me here? That's cool, yeah.
That's another great turn, is that surprisingly few of these more lighthearted than DC Marvel movies have gotten into how heroes don't like killing. Mm-hmm. Most of the Avengers are,
they seem fine with it.
Yeah, they seem pretty fine with
it. They don't get really good.
But then you got Strange, who, and they do briefly touch on this, but he is a doctor who, by his chosen practice, saves lives rather than straight up murdering guys. So when he has to kill a guy in self-defense, he's not okay with it.
Yeah, and I also the fact that he went out to Kamar-Taj to learn magic to heal his hands.
Yeah, exactly. And he says, I'm just here for my hands. I didn't sign up for no magic war. that's when the bad guys attack and things ramp up.
Okay,
So I really like that as a great example of how, generally well paced it is, despite the fact that almost inevitably this is going to be a movie where a lot of people talk about very abstract things and very metaphysical stuff.
Yeah.
While we're getting to the big end of the world stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they managed to strike a really great balance of that.
Yeah. And plus it helps that, the effects are really good and,
Yes.
fun to look at. With full, the motif is very much like a kaleidoscope. They kind of, everything, folds around. And it looks a lot like Inception. I get the feeling that, Inception kind of did this, like, okay, so we'll just take it a little further than that.
Yeah. Like on steroids.
Yeah, we are with the city, folding in on itself, upside down.
That's all the stuff that they were showing in the trailer, but I think that the real fun stuff was at the end when the whole reversing time thing.
Yeah.
And then I really like the effect.
A lot of good gags there.
Yeah, great. That was a much more interesting and visually cool sequence. I really liked how the effect of when Strange has to bring somebody else in sync with him, there's this weird sort of ripple effect as they turn around, and then when the Zealots managed to do it too. And I like that they didn't explain what he did. He's just, okay, he just sort of waved his arm, and now you're in the same, you're flowing the same as I am.
Who is the actor who played Wong while we're on the subject?
It's Benedict Wong.
Oh,
so
okay.
Easy to remember. He was also in The Martian and some other really good movies.
Yeah.
Like, I read that when they first drafted the script, they didn't even have Wong in there. It's like, dude, you're not helping your case.
Yeah, because there's all this controversy with Tilda Swinton, who, like, in the comics, Ancient One is a very, very old Tibetan man, which they decided, okay, he's kind of a walking stereotype. Can we not get into that? Especially because Tibet is in a weird place politically.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to touch on that. So now she's, is she Nordic or?
Celtic.
Celtic, yeah, she's Celtic. And she's played by Tilda Swinton. With a shaved head.
Who's really good.
She's great!
Yeah,
she's Tilda Swinton. Just put her in anything.
Going, sort of very quirky and very British, but also kind of very kind of oddball.
That's my point. Like, guys, we just removed one of the Asian characters from this movie and just got rid of them. We should have one in there. Could we put Wong back in?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Why wasn't Wong in this before?
That's
kind of really
you gotta have Wong.
Yeah, thankfully he's in there because Benedict Wong is really good. And I like that they didn't make him Strange's like assistant like he is in the comics. Yeah. No,
he's a fellow wizard.
Yeah.
And gosh, I guess we should talk about the other post-credit stinger, which
with Thor.
There's only have two. There's one that's just specific to this movie that maybe sets up for the sequel to this movie, and there's another one setting up for some other MCU movie.
Yes.
In this case, setting up for the next Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok, which is presumably going to pick up from where it left off there with him helping Thor and Loki search for Odin, and somewhere in there they're going to get out to another planet and team up with Hulk to do the Planet Hulk thing. Now, it's weird because the last time we saw Odin or Loki was in the Dark World, and there the situation was quite different with Loki pretending to be Odin.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what did he do to Odin? Did he kill him? Did he stash him somewhere? So I don't know how they get from point A at the end of that movie to point B here. There's been quite a few MCU movies in between.
Yeah, it's not all that different from at the end of Ant-Man when they give us a glimpse of Civil War. Falcon mentioning, I know a guy. So, kind of dropping us in the middle of the scene, and we're gonna
So presumably we'll work up to that scene. We're back to that scene with Strange.
We're following Thor with the whole thing, and then suddenly, Doctor Strange is here.
Yeah, and
he knows a guy.
Yeah, and also another thing about that scene that not a lot of people mention is, throughout the movie we got Doctor Strange building up his ensemble from the comics. He's got the black and blue, tunic, and the beard. And then he gets, the cloak of levitation. And then in that stinger, he adds one last element to his ensemble for the comics, which is the gloves.
Yeah.
The orange patterned gloves, which I just realized are pretty good at, covering up his car accident hands.
Yeah.
Hey.
Another thing that the DTV did wrong is that they swapped out the cloak of levitation for that bullshit on the long coat that a lot of early 2000s. Some adaptations were doing.
Kind of like what they did with Doctor Doom in the FF movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, no, fucking give them capes, please.
It's a cape. Capes look cool, okay?
Yes.
Long coats do not look cool.
Yeah.
This isn't the fucking Matrix.
A long coat is not a cape.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we have the cloak of levitation, and it's basically the magic carpet from Aladdin.
Yeah.
And
except as a cloak.
And even when we get into the metaphysical stuff, it's as weird and glowy and colorful as it is in the comics.
Yeah.
But you're rendered in.
Yeah, but that big montage where the Ancient One throws Strange into the deep end to show him what magic is.
Pours the universe into his third eye.
Yeah, I think as he's going through dimensions, I think one of them looked kind of like the quantum realm that we saw in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
You know? Which is very apropos.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he see that? It's all connected. It's all connected.
So that's Doctor Strange for you.
Yeah. Really good.
Yeah,
still not sure where it ranks among the others. But yeah, really good.
Definitely one of the better origin stories, and I think one of the better third acts, in my opinion.
Okay.
Now, next up, we're going to be moving on to Logan.
Yeah.
Which just came out.
Yep.
And we're going to get right into that. So we will see you next time.